Good morning. Good morning. This is Felix Garcia, aka the Finance Pastor, and what an honor and a privilege it is to be welcomed into your homes as you're going out through the day. What a beautiful Thursday. And the stock market has been doing some really interesting things the last few weeks with the government shutdown already in full effect. Many workers are being considered when are they going back to work. You having a lot of people or a lot of different type of government officials that are really trying to end this government shutdown, but one has to give. Who is going to win this? Is it going to be the Democrats or is it going to be the Republicans? Right now, the Republicans do have the upper hand with the tariff money. They're actually able to pay off some of these government workers who are waiting for this. I eventually believe that this will get resolved, but it's the political game. It's always the cat and mouse game with these politicians. And that's the things that we have to deal with as a society. We are looking towards what is the beginning of earnings season. And we are starting to see a lot of the pullbacks that happened last week with the long wick that you had as a downturn. Could that be a bearish or bullish pattern? No one knows. But right now, the markets are reacting in a bullish manner. Pre-market, the banks really are coming out with solid numbers. A lot of these numbers that are coming out from the banking industry has to do with a lot of the AI deals that they're brokering. A lot of these things that happen in the summer over the last quarter, what that counts towards the earnings season coming up right now. So you're starting to see a lot of the positivity of all these deals that are brokering, whether they're funding AI plants in South Texas or across the United States. You're starting to see that there's a real big shift into energy stocks. If you're an investor, you have to look at, okay, I know AI is the new thing, the hot thing, but you have to consider who's going to power all these AI data centers. You need a lot of power. Is it going to be nuclear? Is it going to be coal powered? We don't know. And then you have to look at a lot of these energy companies from Chesapeake to Oklo, to a lot of GE, a lot of these companies that are really producing a lot of these energy. You have to respect them. Constellation is one that comes up real quick since they had a partnership with Facebook and Meta. So you look at all these energy companies. If you don't have energy companies in your portfolio, I would consider doing that. You can also do an ETF, the XLE, which is an energy-based ETF. If you don't want to trade one single company, that's in a way where you can capture a lot of the profits that are coming up. You have to look with a 1 to 4, 5 year trading plan. A lot of these energy companies are not going to have the production overnight. So you have to see a lot of these energy facilities take 2, 5, even up to 10 years to fully build. Will the EPA under Lee Zeldin, will they maybe cut some regulation back? That's yet to be seen, but so far, Lee Zeldin has done a phenomenal job working with a lot of these industries, cutting a lot of the red tape. Now we're looking at something yesterday, Charlie Kirk's birthday. Somber moment. You see the how he was honored at the White House. We keep praying for his family, his loved one, his parents, his widow, his kids. We really believe in that God be the healer, the Holy Spirit be the comforter in their lives. And we're really praying for you, Erica. My wife and I, we really, really are praying for you and your family. We're looking towards what's happening in the stock market. I want to look at a few charts, just stocks that we normally talk about here, but just to kind of get a feel like what's happening. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Let's go first into, let's go to trading view. Let's look at some charts right here. So right now we got trading view here, Tesla. We're looking at these wedge patterns. So this was a wedge pattern around September we've identified, and it had just broken out of it beautifully. And now is we're seeing with this long candle, many people saying, is this a bullish harami? I don't know. If it continues up, it could be a bullish overview. But right now, we see that Tesla's really hanging around this 420, 435 area. And right now is the biggest thing for Tesla is going to be next week towards earnings season. So they're going to be reporting earnings at the end of the bell. So at the end of the bell, they are reporting it Wednesday, the 22nd, 25th. So you look at it, the estimate is 0.53. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So Tesla, I'm writing this. I'm in the stock. And I also have options on this stock right now. I'm a long-term holder on the stock. I believe in what Tesla is going to be for the future. I love the robotics. I'm not too keen on the electric cars, but I am really keen on the robotics, the assembly lines, all that manufacturing. I really believe that we're almost right back to the industrial revolution, except this is AI revolution. We're really moving from the horse and buggy to the car, except we're moving from the slow man-made stuff to AI generated work. So I love Tesla. I think this is one of, you guys know this is in my portfolio. Let's look at Apple. Apple also pre-market. A lot of these stocks are up. Let me see. I didn't see Tesla if it was up. Yep, up $1.20. Not much. That's not a big move for Tesla. Apple again had a decent move yesterday. $1.50, just a little under 1%. Not a bad move. Netflix. Again, Netflix, I think it's in a demand, is in a supply zone. There's a lot of supply. So Netflix, I would see this stock dropping a little more. It did help us with the news, but like right now, this is a shorting position for me. So Netflix, I would probably see this stock going at the 1150 range would be the next stop. Yep, being the next stop, 1150. If this stock goes down, if this does not continue, I'm in a shorting position on this one. Let's see if it continues. If not, it's just going to keep going up. You look at silver. Silver, whoa, silver has really taken off. I have been buying silver for literally 18 years. I bought silver with $12. I bought silver at 20. I bought silver at 40. I bought silver at 36. And this run that silver has had up to $53, this is something you need to pay attention. If silver takes off, it usually should be 1/10 of what gold should be. Technically, silver should be at $400. Actually, about 4,100, and around that range. Excuse me, $410, around that range. Gold is in the $4,000 range for an ounce. Generally, silver is 1/10 of what the price is, but silver has been artificially held down, and a lot of it has been through the Silicon Valley because of the chips, because of the rare earths. This is a key indicator. What China did and the hostility towards rare earths, it's really something that the United States is looking to themselves and saying, we can't let this happen again. We cannot let this happen again. So you're seeing metals, rare earths, rocks, different things that are used for computers and cars, things like that. We're going to be moving a lot of that stuff back to the United States, or have another country that can produce it that is friendly to the United States. So silver, my goodness, this is taking off. I'm thankful that I kept all the silver coins I have. So I don't know about you guys, but look at gold. I mean, this is 4,000. I mean, gold has had a run like no other. I mean, just look from September, just the 3,300. Just look at this whole run up. It has been phenomenal. Let's look at some other stocks. Let's look at AMD. AMD is in no man's land. Ever since this deal was announced with OpenAI, it's kind of been just choppy right now. Now, this is a key indicator. If this stock If this stock has a bad day, expect this gap to be filled to the downside. So right now is, if earnings is good, a rising tide lifts up all boats. So now you have to look at, okay, could this stock continue to go up because of the AI movement? Potentially, potentially. That is really good. But now we could look at, this is a stock that maybe should be in our watch list. You missed the run here. A couple of months ago, I did a video on AMD, how it was in a wedge pattern, and it has broken out lovely. All right. Good morning, too. Good morning. Good morning. I'm just starting to see all the chats now. So let's go share. So this right here, this stock right here, I'm loving it. I'm loving this stock right here. Let's see what other stocks. Let's look at Tesla. Of course, that's my, we looked at Tesla already. Let's look at QQQ. This is another one of my portfolio holdings. I love the QQQ. I am on a bullish pattern of the QQQ. So it's been around, hovering around the 590, 608 vicinity over the last week and a half. And you're starting to see that pre-market right now is jumping up, but it's been testing that the 601, 590 range. And right now it's looking like it is going to surpass that range. It seems like we were breathing, test and surge, test, surge, test, downturn. Would it be test, surge? Right here is yet to be seen. But the QQQ, depending on earnings, the earnings is positive, which is looking like it will be positive, you're going to be starting seeing a big move in the QQQ. That's another one in my portfolio. I love the Qs. Let's see. Let's look at what are the stocks you guys want to look at. Let's go look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA is just chopping along. Pre-market is doing well. This is also in my portfolio long term. This is also in my daughter's custodial account. So this is a long-term play for me. NVIDIA by HSBC, the bank announced that they expect this company to be an $8 trillion company. Now, if that is true, then the stock price should be around $320, $330 per share, according to the outstanding shares that they have currently. If you believe that, I would still be buying NVIDIA, even though at its current price. Even if the estimates are halfway true, you still make a 50, not like a 30, 40% return, even if it went to like 250. So that's the thing you have to look at. NVIDIA is one of those plays. They are the leader. Now, will someone come along and do it cheaper and faster and better? The answer is yes. Who is that? We don't know yet. That's going to be determined on the young people, all those kids working in their basements right now trying to change the world. Those are the people that are going to do it. And I'm cheering you guys on, whoever you may be, the future CEOs of a country. So AMD, let's go to Palantir. So I like Palantir. Now, this is a company that has really taken off since it was added to the S&P of November of last year. Like literally has probably gone up 200%. Now, I like Palantir because of the connections that it has towards the current White House administration, but also from a biblical standpoint. The word of God says there will be wars and rumors of wars, then the end shall come. So what does that mean? I'm a very logical person. I actually take the Bible very literal because it is. Now, I feel like God is telling me, hey, there will be wars. For me, the logical person in me says, you know what? I should be investing in defense contractors. You got Palantir, Halliburton, GE, Raytheon, Northrop Grumman. You got Boeing and so many other companies there that support that industry. War is money. Nobody likes to say that, but war is money. When you start seeing the United States selling armed missiles to other countries, there's a publicly traded company making money from that. You should be profiting. You should be taking a piece of the pie for you and your family. So Palantir, another one of my favorites. That one should be on your stock portfolio. Meta has been getting beat up, but look at how it just hit this range right here. This right here is very key. Let me see here. I want to go a long position. Let me go remove this because I messed it up. Okay, now let's look at Meta now. Do you guys see the range where it's at right now? There's a lot of institutional buying right now, in my opinion. Meta, even at $720 or $721 that it is right now, in my opinion, and this is opinion, it's still a cheap stock. I know that sounds weird, but Meta is going to be the underdog in the AI movement. Trust me on that one. Oh, this is my opinion just because of what Mark Zuckerberg has done. So I'm looking at this range here. If Meta breaks this, bullish. If it goes down, well, here are next steps. I mean, right here, this $600 range is going to be our next step. See this gap that is filled all the way over here? That would be our next range. If this stock were to go down, now you will have to have a lot of bad news for it to go back down, or just something unethical, something that was done. But other than that, it's really a pretty good stock. Alphabet, let's close out with that. Goog, not bad. This right here, again, if this stock were to fall, it's going to fill this $200, this gap right here. That's a big move right there. So you got to look at that. Might be a place where they might go back. Let's look at what the pre-markets are doing. Futures are up, S&P up. Let's see, let me refresh this, make sure it's accurate. Yep, S&P up 25 points. That's huge. Dow futures up 106. NASDAQ up 140. That helps my Qs position. So really, if all signs are pointing right, we're looking towards a higher open. This is all dependent on earnings season. The stock market is looking for good news. The stock market is looking for good news, and anything that can come out from the markets, whether good earnings report, is really going to affect the stock market in a positive way. I don't know what you guys' plans are for today, but I'm excited of what's about to come in the stock market. One of the things that I've learned is even though the stock market technically is going bullish, you always have to protect yourself towards the downtime. One of the things that we have is I'm not euphoric and thinking that the stock market goes straight up, no matter who's in office. One has to know that even the Bible talks about that it rains on the just and the unjust. So bad times will happen. That's why when you trade with protection, you trade with insurance, you trade with stop losses. This helps you how to keep your account solvent. It helps you keep your accounts pretty much in the green. That's what you want to do. And one of the keys about learning how to trade is learning how to lose correctly. And I know that's tough to say, is how to want to lose and who wants to lose, but learning how to lose correctly. So I want you to look at this. This right here, This is a $1 bill. Many of you have seen it. On the face of this $1 bill is George Washington. Now, George Washington, at one time, he fought for our freedom. But George Washington, he's been dead over 250 years ago, but he's still fighting for your freedom. It's just your financial freedom. And I tell George Washington, every time I invest my money, I will only set you free, but you have to come back with two or three. You just need to learn where to set him free in order for him to come back with two or three. And I am so excited about where my dollars are going in investments. I have silver, it's going up in value. Even buying this about a month ago when it was like 37 bucks, 38, this is already at $53. So just from buying and just waiting, I've already increased. So that's the one of the things you have. You can have physical silver, you can have stock silver, or you can just own stocks. And you can have insurance on those stocks, and you can also play with stop losses. But I don't know about you, but I'm excited about what the market is going to turn out to do today. I don't know what you guys are expecting, but I'm expecting so many great things in your life personally. I pray the blessings of God over your life, over your family, that he who the Son sets free is free indeed. God bless you, each and every one. Until next time.